We are back. We were gonna come here and work yesterday, but Mr. Mello was not well. He's had this cough that was just, ugh. So, took him to the doctors. He's doing all right. Got him some medicine. He should be fine. But today we're back, and today we are finally getting to dealing with this grass. This grass over here is just out of control. Needs to be cut down to be dealt with properly. What we're going to do is plant things that will take over for these tropical grasses. These grasses are so invasive, it's really hard to deal with them. Since we don't come in here and spray everything, we need to find a way to do it. We've already planted some lemongrass. The plan is to have the lemongrass start to fill in where the other grasses are, because we want to use the lemongrass. I picked up a few mint plants. It was recommended, someone said to me, plant some mint because the mint is so invasive it will deal with that. And I've seen how mint can just take over an area. So that's what we're going to do. I've got 5 mint plants. We're going to plant them in a couple areas. So what we've got some lemongrass already. We have our trees, and we're going to plant some mint and see what else. But for right now, the most important part is cutting all this stuff down, giving us access so we can start work. As you can see, here we've just started clearing this area. We've knocked the wild grasses out, but we have put the lemongrass. We have let the lemongrass stay. The plan is that we're going to give these the head start, and they will hopefully start to take over this area. I've got a whole bunch of lemongrass at the house. We're going to bring a bunch of that here and get it planted. I do have to admit, it's kind of interesting to see this teak here, which is, I don't know, 2 feet tall and a little sickly. And then right over here, we've got this beast that's got to be 7 feet tall and is just gorgeous. I wish they all grew like that one, because man, that's a beautiful looking tree. I've just had the most interesting afternoon listening to these guys tell me how I don't know what I'm doing on my property. You know, I have to laugh because, especially considering I gave this one a perfect opportunity. I told him if he wanted, he could plant anything he wanted on this piece of property right here. All he had to do is not kill the trees I've got planted. And how much stuff did you plant after I gave you that opportunity? How much stuff did you plant here when I told you could grow anything you want?
How much stuff?
Yeah. How much? Time run out. Yeah, you didn't plant anything. That's what you mean to say. There's a word for that. Nothing. I didn't plant anything. I like to give him a hard time, but the reality is everybody here thinks I'm crazy. All right? None of them can understand this. They all think I should be growing a cash crop. They don't realize that this teak tree here is a cash crop. And that mahogany tree over there is a cash crop. To them, a cash crop is something you can harvest in 2 months. What we've done as a shorter term cash crop is we planted a bunch of lemongrass. One of the things we're going to be doing is harvesting lemongrass oil. We want to multi-purpose here. Remember, our goal is to have several things happen at once. First and foremost, we want to try and deal with the grasses that are growing here. These invasive tropical grasses are really a problem. So what we've done is we have planted the lemongrass and cut down the other stuff. We're going to come back here and mulch it and do a few things, but the goal is to get the lemongrass to take over. So what we've done is planted this lemongrass around this teak. We want the teak to take off. We want the lemongrass to control the other grasses. We've got a few other things we're going to try and do, but for now, that's what we've got. It's hard to see, and I'm hoping it'll perk up, but right here we planted a Leucaena. Right here we planted a Leucaena. It looks a little rough, but I'm hoping that overnight it'll settle, and by morning it'll be perked up nice. Now here is another Leucaena. We brought 7 of these over. Now the Leucaena is a reparative tree. It is a legume. It grows well in the tropics. It'll be perfect for this soil. Here we've got this hard compacted clay, and we need something that will bring, that'll send roots into this and can withstand this climate. And this Leucaena is perfect for that. So we planted a bunch of these, and we're going to let them kind of take over. These will be a cut and drop. So we plant them now. We will cut them in about 6 or 9 months. Around September, we're going to cut them. But we want to get a lot of these in. We really want at least one Leucaena for every one of the trees that we're trying to produce. And eventually we'll cut them all and thin them down. I do get a kick out of the fact these guys really do not understand what I'm doing, and that's fine. If I wanted what everyone else had, I would do what everyone else does. But since I don't want what everyone else has, I'm not doing what everyone else does. One of the first things is this lemongrass. You see these lemongrasses, we planted these a few months ago. They survived the really bad rains. Now they're doing okay. We cleared around them. Now hopefully they will spread, and as they spread, they will control the grasses around them. This is really the whole reason we have them, but that's not to say it's useless. This lemongrass is valuable. We will eventually make lemongrass oil out of it. We will take this and get an essential oil from it, but it's going to take a little while for that to happen. But maybe not as long as you would think. The machine is giving us trouble again. We've got a power issue. It just doesn't have the power that it's supposed to. We're going to take it in, let the guy give it a look. I'm hoping that a little carburetor clean will take care of that. But we're going to drop it off, have someone take a look at it, and then we'll be back. So for now, we're done for now.